Do you ever need some inspiration that the Lord sees the little desires of your heart? Stick around for this God nod because I'm about to share with you how the Lord provided just a little desire of my heart for that day. Welcome back to God Nod. My name is Casey. I create Catholic content to help Catholics grow in their relationship with Jesus. For Catholics who maybe just encountered Jesus and they're like, I want more. I want to know more of him. I want to go closer to Our Lady, have a relationship with Our Lady. This YouTube channel is for you. Okay, let's get into it. Here's a God nod that it just cracks me up because, well, it just cracks me up. So this was when I was in grad school, and one morning I woke up and I'm taking a Mariology class. It's like my Mariology 2 class, okay? I'm taking my Mariology class and it was like, I don't even know what time it was at. Maybe it was at like 8:30 in the morning or 8 in the morning. Anyway, that's not the point. The point is that I woke up and I was kind of rushed, and I usually have coffee every morning, which sometimes is bad because then you become reliant, and then if you don't have coffee, it can give you a headache and all of this stuff. Anyway, I was in grad school. It got me through a lot of long nights. Anyway, so here I am. I wake up and I realize I'm about to be late to class. But I really wanted coffee. And I knew that maybe I'd get a headache if I didn't have it. And so I had to make a decision. The decision was either I leave my house now and I go to class and I make it on time, or I make coffee at home, I get my coffee, and I'm just a little bit late to class. Well, to my shame, I chose to be late to class and get the coffee. And what do you know? I lived like maybe like a mile from my class, and I biked there, and so I make my coffee, I get on my bike, and I'm pedaling to my class, and I get there, and everyone sees me walk in. I walk in with my coffee, and I'm usually never late to class. And this professor always started on time and whatnot, and so I walk in and everyone stops and they all look at me, and I'm like, I'm so sorry, I tried to get coffee. And then the professor announces, oh, well, looks like Our Lady wanted to provide you coffee today because today is the one day of the semester where I take the entire class to the Bean, which is like our coffee little shop, to the Bean to buy you all coffee. And I was like, are you kidding me? Oh my gosh. And so here I am drinking my coffee. Well, I'm walking with my class to the coffee shop, and he buys everyone else coffee but me because I didn't need it because I already had coffee. And we go back, and this just is so funny to me because the one day of the entire semester our professor decides to buy us coffee is the day that I choose to be late to class because I just needed my coffee. Okay, I think the point of the story is detachment, but then also, like, the Lord sees us. The Lord sees the desires of our heart, and he saw that I really wanted coffee that day. And who knows, if I would have just been obedient and, like, done what I was supposed to do and just went to class on time, how amazing of a God nod would that be? Of me just showing up, me desiring coffee, but, like, not have enough time, and then boom, professor provides coffee. But instead, I chose the latter. I chose to be late and make my own coffee and show up late and missed out. But I think it's hilarious. I think the Lord is just funny, and that was just a funny moment. Anyway, my lesson was learned. If it comes between, choosing Our Lady, choosing not to be late for her class, and coffee, choose Our Lady and not to be late for her class. No, but in all seriousness, I think sometimes the Lord just wants to show us that he provides, and sometimes he provides in the smallest of ways because we are humans, we're weak, we're born in the fallen world, we need grace, we need consolation, we just need our Lord. We need our Lord to sometimes remind us, like, hey, I see you and I'm going to provide for you. And if I can provide that little desire of getting you coffee, I can provide so much more for you. it reminds me of Matthew 6, and if he can provide for the smallest of creatures, like the field or the birds of the air, like how much more will he provide for you who is so much of more value? And it makes me think like, okay, you know, and with bigger things in life, with my job, with my family, with my future spouse, with my future family, with all of these things, like my vocation, all of these things are way more of value. And if the Lord can see my tiny, tiny, tiny desire just to have coffee one morning and provide for that, how much more does he care for these things? And how much more will he come through and provide for those things? So that's just the little spiritual reflection that I took into prayer later, that our Lord is just so good. He sees you. And so I would love to know, drop in the comments below, what has been like a little desire of yours that the Lord has answered, that the Lord totally did not have to do it, but he did it anyway to show you that he provides. Please share, comment, like, subscribe to my channel, help YouTube evangelize. Thank you so much for being here, and God bless.